I was drafted into the Army. I went to Camp Custer in Battle Creek, Michigan. From there, I was transported to Fort Riley, Kansas. Took my basic training in Fort Riley, Kansas. After that, took leadership school training for another 8 weeks in Fort Riley. And from there, I was assigned to Korea. Went to Korea. I served. When I arrived in Korea, they were just getting off of what they call a Hill 500, and they were my battalion, which was it was 2nd Battalion in the 32nd Regiment of the 7th Division. They were beat up pretty bad, and they were waiting a lot of replacements. So anyway, we were there and we trained for, we were training their new replacements there to handle POWs. And we thought we were going to go to Busan to handle prisoners of war. But something happened. I don't know how that all worked out. But that was all put aside, and we were stuck on trucks, and they brought us up online. And we served, I believe at that particular time we were on alligator jaws. And we went from there to, there were several other spots on the main line of resistance that I served in patrols, and ended up where I was on Baldy. I had been assigned, and why they chose me to go to Morse Code School. They call it Diddy Dum Dum Skid Diddy School, you know. So I went there, and I was taught Morse code, and it was in Chuncheon, Korea. And after I was assigned at that time to the 17th Division headquarters as a radio person. Well, they had a big breakthrough through the line, so all the orders were dropped, and I was sent back to my line company, which was Easy Company, and we ended up on Baldy, and we were on Baldy, and we were really undermanned. We only had 85 guys. I was with a fire control officer on a big patrol. We had a big 22-man patrol, and I was a fire control officer. And you know, in Korea, you have a buddy system. You always, wherever you go, your buddy goes, and that's how you watch each other's back. Anyway, the patrol got hit. Coming back from the assignment, they got hit, and they were hit up pretty bad. And I lost the wire guy and the radio guy. So my buddy and I, we went down to shoot these guys back up again, and tell them how many guys are down there they had to go get, and this and that. So we got back at the top, and the battalion commander was there, Colonel Royal R. Taylor, and he saw what we had done, and he asked me if I would want to be his radio man. And I thought, oh, yeah, sure. No more patrols, no more sleeping in bunkers and stuff like that. What I didn't know is that this colonel was he was a really, really good colonel. He spent every night we would spend online in a bunker with the troops. Every night. We spent every night online with the troops. We were on hills like Erie, Arsenal, Pork Chop. We spent several days on Pork Chop. We got bombed into a bunker, and they couldn't get us out. And finally, they did get us out. And then they got us a PC carry up there, and they got the colonel and myself out. And then a few days later, truce was signed. That was it. I don't know that it actually shaped my life. I think a lot about I think a lot about the bad things, rather, the things that that you don't want to remember. It taught me to be aggressive, I think, and I was that. Taught me how to plan. I pretty much had before I got married, I had my plan in line and intact as to what I wanted to do, what I wanted to accomplish. And I wanted to have a family. That was the number one thing I had on my mind.